Welcome to DesignerDigitals Bi-Weekly Tip, June 23, 2017. This week, changing Readymade Border Orientation in Photoshop and Elements. Studio Double D's Ready-Made Layers borders are beautifully designed groupings of embellishments that are arranged in a line. Whether you're creating a pocket page, a simple design, or even an artsy project, the pre-made borders are a great way to embellish a page. When the border you want to use is designed horizontally, you may want to use it vertically instead. Here's how to change the orientation of the border so that you can use it either way. Begin by opening Photoshop or Elements. Open a scrapbook project or create a new 12 by 12 inch document at 300 pixels per inch. Open a ready-made border using the layered PSD version of the file. You can go ahead and use a PNG image, but you won't be able to manipulate the pieces and parts independently if you do that. Choose Window, Arrange, Float All in Windows, so that you can see both of the documents at the same time. Select the document that contains the border. Get the Move tool, that's the very first one, and click the top layer of the border. And then in the Layers panel, hold the Shift key and click the bottom layer. This selects all of the layers of the border at one time. After this is done, you can click and drag the selected layers directly from the Layers panel onto the other document. I'm going to move this into place so we can see it and minimize the border, and then drag this to the center of the page so it's a little bit easier to see. With all of the layers still selected on your new document, press Ctrl-T or Command-T on a Mac keyboard. This populates the transform controls around the group, so you can see a box with some squares on it. Position your cursor over one of the corners and then hold the Shift key as you click and drag the border to change the orientation. Holding the Shift key moves the border 90 degrees so it will remain perfectly straight. If you can't see the corner handles, make sure that up in the option bar you have Show Transform Controls ticked. Click the check mark to confirm the change, and that will either be in the Options bar in Photoshop or below the image in Elements. You won't be able to do anything else in the software until that check mark is ticked or canceled. Next, click the background layer to select it, and that will release all of the multiple selections from the border. At this point, the border is reoriented, but you'll probably want to tweak it by turning a few of the border items like tags, flare, bows, or sometimes staples. Click the border element that you want to twist using the Move tool, and then use the corner handle to turn the embellishment into position. You'll see that your cursor changes into a curved arrow, and that's when you know that you've got the corner handle selected. For items that need to move together, like stapled tags or tags with writing, you're going to want to Control-click or on a Mac System Command-click each of the layers that you want to move in the Layers panel to select them all at once. So on this one, I want to select the tag, the staple, and the sentiment that's on the tag. I'm going to Control-click or on a Mac System Command-click those three layers. Move the cursor to the corner of the grouping, and when you get that curved arrow, you can twist to reposition the grouping. And then again, tick the check mark to confirm the change. Knowing how to change the orientation of borders gives you even more design choices, making your purchases even more versatile. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check back in 2 weeks for the next tip on getting more from Studio Double D's Ready-Made Layers borders.